Hey guys, so today I'm going to be featuring two heat tools from Duvolle, which is a brand that I've worked with before. They've never sponsored me. This is not a sponsored video, but they did send me this straightener and then this curling iron that I've had now for 4 years or so, maybe longer, I'm not sure, but I actually really swear by their products. They're affordable, they work really well, and they last a really long time, which is amazing. So they let me pick between a couple of options on their website, and I went with the hair straightener because who doesn't need another hair straightener? And so I went with the professional salon model of their Desire Series styling iron. They have a bunch of different irons on their website, but I really like the design of this one. I also love this really pretty pink color. So, comes in a nice sleek box, but what you really care about is this guy. So the feel of the straightener, which, you know, you might not think is super important, but like you're using this and you're clamping this all day long. So it's like a very soft plastic material. It's kind of different than any other one I've felt before. It almost has, it doesn't, but it almost feels like one of those NARS packagings where, I shouldn't go like that, where it's like that matte kind of feel to it, and then it has like this texture here, and then it has a simple light over here, and then a control in there to make it hotter. I always just crank it up because I have pretty thick hair that can handle the heat, so that's what I do. I want to plug this in and see how long it takes to heat up, because that's usually something I look for. I know my GHD hair straightener, which I've also had for a very long time, heats up in like 3 seconds. I feel like I walk out of the bathroom and it beeps at me. So I don't know if this one beeps, but so I'm going to turn it on and start my stopwatch here. So we'll see. It's red right now, so I'm assuming when it's ready it's going to turn green, and I will crank it up to the highest setting so we know how long it takes to get to full heat. Still waiting. I smell that plasticky smell right now, which I think is just because it's the first time I've turned it on. Another thing that I really like about these Duvolle products is that if you travel a lot, and you know, people are always like, you can't bring hair tools because, you know, even if you put an adapter, the voltage is different. These all are dual voltage, so if you look in here, it says what the voltage is, and on most products you can either find it, you know, like here it's written over here, or on like the cord or something like that, it'll tell you. This is still red, by the way. It's almost 2 minutes, which is a long time. But, oh, now it's green. So just under 2 minutes this takes to heat up. Just so you know that. It's not a big problem for me, because what I usually do is turn on my heat tool and do something else, like make a cup of coffee, or put on some makeup, or do whatever you do. So in here it says voltage 110 to 240. I always forget what we are, but one of those is European and one of those is the United States. So it got you covered. As long as you get a plug adapter, you'll be fine to travel with either this or your straightener, which is really amazing. One thing they don't make is hair dryers, which, come on guys, make some hair dryers. So what I do, so I don't wash my hair. I wash my hair once a week. I washed it yesterday actually, and I didn't go anywhere, but I did hit it with this guy, so you can see it's a little bit messy. If I had to, I think I could make it work. I would just run my hands through it or brush through it a couple of times, like my sparkly Swarovski crystal brush that I made forever ago. So like, yeah, like this side's a bit wonky. This is a bit better, so like I'd feel more comfortable going at if both looked like this. But I just hit it with something really quickly. Again, like, so as the week goes on, I either decide if I'm going to straighten my hair usually or curl it, and then just stick with the same thing all week. Sometimes I will straighten it in the beginning of a week, and then towards the end, as it starts to get some like grit and oil into it, I'll then curl it. But usually can't then reverse it. I mean, I definitely could straighten this, and I want to show you how this works, and I want to see how it works. So we'll straighten a piece. Let's see how that goes. So that's just once over, and it glides really smooth. No hairs getting stuck in there. So I would say that this works really well. I'm pretty impressed with this. So I will continue to use this, but I want to also talk to you about my tried and true clipless barrel curling iron. So I cannot use clip curling irons. I just never learned how to. They don't ever work for me. So this guy, and both of them I'm noticing do, the cord itself is like on a swivel. So you're never like going to get, like, you know when you have a hair dryer and like the cord kind of like starts wrapping around your body parts and sort of just gets stuck. This doesn't, because like it's going to move with you. And I'm noticing that this has the same feature, which is amazing. It also has a little hook, which this guy doesn't. But it has a little hook, so if you're like my mom and you want to like store it hung up, you can do that, no problem. This guy came with a heat pouch, which I really love for traveling. If you're, you know, getting up and then heading to the airport and you're doing your hair, and then you want to pack your hot tool, but it's too hot to put in your suitcase, you just put it in that thing and it's good to go. I left it downstairs. This also came with a heat glove, which I use every day. I don't know how people don't use one of these. But this guy itself, I'll show you what I do. I'll do my hair on here, I guess, today. Again, dual voltage, and then it has these little feet so it can rest on your sink or wherever you do your hair. Like I said, I've had this for a long time. It works as good as ever. Again, I do this at high heat. I'll time it. It does take a little while. So this used to light up and be brighter, but you can't see it, but it does say off very faintly back there. It used to be have a light attached to it. But when you turn it on, sometimes a red light comes on for me. Sometimes it doesn't because something in there broke, but it doesn't matter because it doesn't change the way that this works. So you just hold the button to turn it on. I'm going to start the timer. I'm going to guess it's the same. And then, so it is red today. Sometimes it's not. But it says 2:15, and it'll slowly go up. But I'm going to crank it as high as it goes, which is 4:30. So it'll stay at that for a second, and then it'll drop down to the temperature it's at, which I really like that feature. So it's 2:12 right now. And then I just usually wait and then come back. So it's at 3:18, 19, 20, like it jumps up pretty quickly. And like sometimes if I'm in a rush, I'll like wait till it starts getting in the high 3s and then just start using it, which is fine. It's right now at 1:30. So I'm going to say that both of these probably take 2 minutes to heat up, which is not too bad. Okay, it's 4:30, so that was 2 minutes and 20 seconds. It's at 29 now, so I'm going to give it 2:20. You know, so what I do is I put this heat glove on my left hand, and then sometimes I will section my hair off. Sometimes I just kind of go through it. Today I'm just going to go through it because I don't have a clip near me. But I'm right-handed, so I take the tool in my right hand and I just wrap it around, and then I just kind of like hold it for a couple seconds, and then I drop it out, and then I have a curl. So I just go around my head, and I'll speed this up for you. Okay. So I just kind of like, it would probably be easier if I sectioned it, but I like to do it a little bit messy because sometimes I pull these out a little bit so it's more wavy. But for me, my hair will hold a curl pretty well. I don't spray them or anything, and as you can see, like, this is what it shows up like in the morning. Sometimes it's more curly, like, as the days go on and my hair gets dirtier. So I usually just go through it all. So that's basically all I do. I just sort of then will brush it out with my fingers, or I will usually be in my bathroom downstairs, and then or I'll take a look in the mirror to see if I missed any pieces in the back. But I usually, my boobs look pretty good with this dress. I just bought some dresses for. I'm actually planning. Well, I'm going to Morocco for 10 days with my sister. And so since it's a Muslim country, I mean, this is not going to work, but I could put like something underneath this. But then after that, I'm going by myself to the south of France, and then to Copenhagen, and then meeting a friend in Prague, and then going back to London, which is bouncing around quite a bit, but it's also bouncing around through many climates. So I'm trying to figure out how to pack a carry-on suitcase. And if you'd like to see a video on what I figure out, I would love to do one. But I'm trying to find dresses that can work in a hot climate, and then I could throw on either a sweater or like a scarf or tights and kind of make it work in both places, because I'm not going to be able to bring that much. So back to my hair. That's about all I do. I might go back in, add some curls and stuff. Sometimes I wear it with a clip in the back, so a little half up, half down, and most times I just leave it like this because it's just really easy and has some movement to it, and that's sort of what I look for. And then they won't really fall. They don't really do that for me, but they'll loosen up a bit. As you can see, I just brushed them out. So yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are looking for a new heat tool, I would recommend Duvolle 100%. Think they're amazing, and I will continue to use their products religiously because that's honestly, I swear by them. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions, and down below there will be a coupon code that you can use on their website. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!